using PHP. Lesson 4, SQL Command, where. Previous section we used the select SQL command, and today we're going to do the where. Let's dive into it. First thing you need to do is go to your file manager. Once you're in your file manager, navigate to where you're putting your database entries, your PHP, and let's create a new one. Let's call it where. Alright, now we have to go code select here. Now, let's take from the source code from the previous video. There it is. Slam it in here. Okay, so again, this is a HTML. This is where the PHP gets initiated. Once the PHP is initiated, it needs to know where, which is the local host. It needs to know the username. It needs to know the password and the database it's going to. Okay. I think that I explained it a little bit better in this one. Let me pull it real quick. This is the where. Okay, so remember, server name, the user's password, the user's name, the password, and the database name. Okay, we'll look at this. Database name, password, username, server name. So it just made it a little bit more clear for everyone. And this one was using a select, right? What are we selecting from? We're selecting all the rows and column, or all the rows and columns of Video Mass Center. Well, Video Mass Center was here again. PHP my admin. Okay, see video test 1, 2, 3, 4. And Video Mass Center. So here we go again. All right, so I'm saying select from all the Video Mass Center. This is the database, and I'm selecting from the Video Mass Center, right? Inside Video Mass Center, there's going to be two things, and those two things showed the ID, the visit number, the student name, the location, the reason, and the ID number. So now we're going to work with the where clause. Well, that's pretty easy. We pretty much just have to do a where is like I want to define where we've had less than 4 visits. Working with students. So these students come and visit the Mass Center. Well, how many times? Less than 4 times. So let's make some data in here. Some just like arbitrary data. First one was ID member was left blank because it was auto incrementing. Visit number. Let's make this visit number 7. Student's name was Allie. The location was Mass Center again. The reason for visit was a tutor. The ID number, you can make it any 6-digit number you want. Oh, I made it 5. There we go. There's 6. Let's go. Now, see how it said inserted? It does all this. Now look at what happened. Back to here, browse. Look, Ali was inserted. Let's get two more. First one's blank because of auto increment. Visit number, let's call this number 11. Student's name was Mass Center was the location. We'll change this up in a little bit once we get more tables going. ID number, arbitrary ID number. Go. So Don, I'm going to get one more. I'm going to make this visit number 1. Mass Center. Reason was okay. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, right? Now, you could write anything. You could write where the location equals Mass Center, or you can go select from this database, right? Or this database, I'm sorry. And then with that database, select this table. From that table, where the reason is homework, or the reason is, a certain ID. But this time we're going to do the reason is visit number. So we're going to do a visit number of, greater than or less than or greater than or equal to. So let's start doing that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see. Back to where.php. Okay, and let's test this. So right now, what am I doing? I'm selecting everything from the Video Mass Center. So, and it should print this out. So save. All right, so what is it doing? Well, this test needs to get taken out, but it added John, Ross, Ali, Don, and Greg. Now, if we go here, it's dynamic. So I just want to show this to you. So if you insert a new one, so let's say number of times was he's an overachiever. His name is Ryan. His location is Mass Center again, and his reason is homework. And so Ryan was inserted in here, right? Come back to here, there's no Ryan, right? When I refresh this, it's going to add the Ryan. Okay, so now let's go back. Let's just grab the people where they visited more than 4 times. Okay. All right, back to here. So now how do we know what we're doing? We're selecting, right, from all these IDs, right? Each ID right here was one of these. Here, see ID, visit number, student, location, reason, ID number. Go back to here and you go ID, visit number, student name. See how they're the same? That must be the same right there. Now the headers are different. See, I have ID, right? Number of visits is not visit numbers. You see how I can change it to whatever I want to display display it right here. See, number of visits, student name, location, reason, yada, yada, yada. Go back here and let's add our where clause. So right here, how do we know if it's going to work? Well, you can do a couple different ways. Come in here to the PHP MyAdmin. Click on SQL. So where, see how it even has a where, so select anything from Video Math Center where or visit number. So let's go back and make sure that that's right. Where visit number, right? Visit number is less than, or I'm sorry, greater than 4. Go. Boom. It pulled the people that were greater than 4. So now you know that this works. Okay, so now we go back here, copy that, go back over here. And paste it. And I copy and paste because I know it's right. Bottom line. So let's go save. All right. Back to my thing. Boom. Did you see that? Before we had, before we had a bunch of them, but now we're just trying to find the visits that are less than 4. Well, what happens if we wanted less than 22? Let's get rid of that test too. Or greater than 22, or who knows? Whatever you're trying to query here. So what happens? Let's look at our data. First, get rid of this stupid test. And then we know that works. Save that. Go back to our data here. Okay, so we got visit number, let's say 11, anything that's less than 11. Back to here, let's go. Instead of visit number is greater than 4, let's visit number is less than or equal to, because we can do greater than or equal to, less than or equal to 4, or we can do greater than or less than. So it's just like math properties. Okay, there's that. Now what should we see? What should we see here? We should see this person gone, this person stays, and this person's here, and a bunch more people. And of course the test is gone. There we go. So what do we do here? See, and I said 4, we should see 11. There we go, there we go, there we go. Now we got people going, okay? So we know it's working, it's dynamic, it's awesome. Okay, now what happens if you just wanted 11 visits? You wanted to know how many 11 visit members you had. So let's go back here. And instead of going less than or equal to, how about just equal to? So you're just saying select anything from the Video Math Center, right, table where the visit number equals 11. So save. Not sure if I can find it. Boom. Okay, Don's going to be the only one displayed because he's in the 11. Now, what happens if you wanted, I don't know, there's one more thing, not equal to. Gosh, if I could always find it, huh? Not everything that's not equal to 11. Okay? Save changes. All right, now Don's gone because he's not part of 11. Everything is not, he is a part of 11, so everything else is not part of 11. It's here. Just to recap, we can do greater than, We can do less than. We can do less than or equal to. We can do greater than or equal to, right? And we can do not equal to this. And that's kind of the basic functions. There's a lot more, and you can look them up. But that's the ones that are the main ones. Now, did you notice that I don't do this equal to equal less? It's less than or equal to, just like how we say it. Greater than or equal to. Not equal to. Okay? And if you say it that way, it's going to help you out. All right, well, that's the where clauses. The next video will be coming up shortly. Hope you enjoy. Thanks.